Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeps it on the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Calandria. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Right down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Breaks into the open.
You can't start a game any better on defense. Talk about wanting to be great on 3rd down and wanting to create turnovers. They did both. On the first 3rd down of the game, they get a pick.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smothers. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's in! Touchdown, Texas! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time, couple of plays into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Dropping back. It's Calandria. Still looking to his right. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He spins that thing down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. Drops back on first down. Left side is Hunter. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Slams it ahead. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. He's going for the goal line, and he charges across the line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down. The 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Manning on play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Selling the fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Time to take a shot. Makes grab. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper shows how dangerous this passing game can be. 89 yards on the scoring toss. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. This drive will open from the 15. Handoff to the single back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Gonna let it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Out wide right, it's Nelson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They go play action with Manning. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Looks like he's going to try to return it. From deep, it's Mills. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A strike downfield. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they are still short of the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Second and long here. Back to throw, it's Calandria. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Powers through. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Play action, here's Manning. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Huskers want to crank the tempo.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead. Need a bunch.
pitch on second down. Straight ahead, it's Nelson. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The run to the left. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover.
But guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk. And man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot.
A shot toward the end zone. And he went for it all on 1st down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Here we go, ready, go. Manning with a play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Makes the grab in the corner. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And it's up and no good. They got the ball in great field position and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Pulls it on the option. Turning it on. Past the 6. The 30. Past the 20. Inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nebraska. Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Manning on play action. He lets it fly. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows.
He lets one fly deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Texas! Rolled his way into the end zone.
And I love this this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps their foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. The Cornhuskers will kick it off to start the second half. On the return, it's Simon. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football right.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Great place to start for this offense. The give. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Spins away from the defense, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Making the adjustment. Snapped on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. And he's brought down after a short gain. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Manning. Fires to the right. Got his man. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. One more time, it's Brown. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Tight end now in motion. They go play action with Manning. Throws to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The play fake. Right side, it's Townsend. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Here we go, ready. Blue 22, blue, hey, move. Go.
Brown again. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Texas 40, Nebraska 21. Number 44, set to kick off. Texas.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Throws to the tight end. Swats it away.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Nice move there. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll give it to Brown. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll take it himself. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone.
And I say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the 1st down.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Play action, here's Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Defense might bring the house here. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit?
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Quick give. It's Nelson. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Got to make the play on fourth. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. The give, running right, Brown. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Did you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Manning to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll need some juice in that arm on third and long. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
28.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Third and long right here. Manning from the gun on third down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Manning. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. Caught! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And he makes the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The give on the counter. Powers through the defender. Stopped right there. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
That one's not even close.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk. He's going to fire deep. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I'll watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Moves the pocket. It's Calandria. Swings it out to his running back. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh setter down's going to the air. He'll throw it. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Long way to go on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. He caught it. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Nebraska.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. On the move. Touchdown, Husker! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense